Hi, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. Do things look a little different? Do things look like they're back to normal? That is because I have my phone back. Okay, and I wasn't here yesterday. Yesterday was a strange day. First of all, I've been searching and searching and searching for a pattern. Was not able to find it. Decided I was going to reprint it because I bought it on Etsy. I downloaded it again, went to reprint it. Printer is out of ink. Eek! So the money that I had transferred to Amazon got spent on, well, part of it got spent on new ink for the printer. But the good news is, while I was at Amazon, I noticed that I had Discover card rewards to spend. So I did. And I have a new camera coming. Oh, this could be fun. Okay. So, I can't print anything. I can work around that. Okay. Then yesterday morning, the internet went out. Couldn't use my phone for much of anything. I couldn't use my phone for anything online because 5G was acting up too. I don't know if it was we were having a lot of wind yesterday. But, okay. What am I going to do now? Couldn't work on the laptop. So I worked on my scrap bucket. I think the last time I showed you, I don't need a clicker in here right now. I think the last time I showed you my scrap bin from scrap bag number 4, I had 13 cakes of yarn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2.3 ounces. This is just enough to make a Stingray from Theresa's Crochet Shop. So these two, there's going to be an orange Stingray today. I'm thinking of using these two together to make something a little bigger. Haven't decided what yet. And this, since it's sport weight, there's some blue up by my chair that's also a sport weight. I will combine those two to make something. So I have the potential of finishing up my scrap yarn bag number 4 today. And I already have decided which one comes next. This one with all the pinks and purples, because there are more big quantities here, so I will be able to make some bigger items. A hot pink dinosaur? You know somebody's gonna like it. Purple dinosaur, purple cow. We shall see what comes of that. That is the next one. So now I'm gonna play with that and finish up that so that I can go with that. Okay. The scrap yarn. First, since there was so much white, this is the pattern I was trying to find. It's a fluffy mouse pattern that I bought on Etsy. And it comes out so cute. So, sort of a mouse kick lately. Where's the other? Yes. So I can put these two on the same Etsy listing and have a mouse listing. Oh, but wait. I made another mouse. So I can have 3 mice on the mouse listing. Where am I going to put these? Clunk, clunk, clunk. They're going in the tray. And then from making the Highland Cow and Tanner the Triceratops with that burnt orange, I used the rest of the burnt orange to make this. But you could probably see that right around here, The color changes slightly because I played Yarn Chicken and I lost. So I got a color that was a little bit more red than orange and switched it out. It still looks cute. I will put in the Etsy listing that it is discounted $2 because of the color change. So let's see. And then there was a scrap of a yellow, brown, white ombre. Started a dinosaur. Here we go again. Right around here, I ran out of the ombre. So I pulled a gold, white, and brown, and I sat there. I looked at the color breakdown for this ombre, and it would do 10 brown, 5 yellow, 10 white, and then 5 yellow again. So that's what I did with the individual colors. I was working 3 colors at once. I was carrying sometimes for like 15 stitches. It was a pain, but I think I pulled it off. So he finished off that ball of yarn. And then after making this mouse, I had just enough to make, oh, I didn't put the eyes on yet. I have to get my black fabric paint and add some eyes on here. To make a worsted weight stingray from the YouTube tutorial by Theresa's Crochet Shop. So, okay, that's going to go back. I'll put it back in the box. So once we got, back to my list. Once we got internet back up again, my phone was still stuck with 15.25 gigabytes of trash that wasn't moving from my phone. So I got drastic. I got desperate. I did a factory restart on my phone. That means I had to reinstall a bunch of apps. I had to reinstall the Etsy app, Ibotta, Fetch, Reward, Receipt Hog, Facebook automatically reloaded. CapCut, I was just, okay, reload. And then in the process of them getting the phone restarted, they put on about 20 apps that I didn't want. They put on like 10 different games. No, I don't play games on my phone. I play games on my tablet, but I don't play games on my phone. So I had to go through and delete all those apps. But my phone went from having the storage at 99% full to 28% full. So I can make videos on my phone again, and I can edit them with CapCut, and I'm back to normal. And I can work on Etsy listings now without the hassle of the phone, or not the phone, the old camera, which you take like 10 pictures and the battery's gone. My phone battery will last all day, and I'm going to update Etsy listings today because I don't have any craft shows until March, first weekend of March. So Etsy is going to be like the only source of income from my craft business until craft shows start up in March. I really need to get going, unless by some, that was strange. The eyes went weird there. Sorry about that. Unless by some Christmas miracle, I get the 240 or so subscribers that I need to get up to that threshold. I'm not sure where I'm at watch hours. I probably don't have the watch hours because even though I have like 750 subscribers, looking through my videos, most of them only have about 50 views. So there's a lot of subscribers there, but not everybody is a faithful watcher of my videos. Okay. It'll come. Eventually. Eventually I'll get there. Let's see. I showed you my finished projects. I told you about resetting my phone. Told you about being out of ink with the printer. It's like, oh, it'd be really nice to get an Etsy order. But then I'm like, well, if I get an Etsy order before the ink arrives on Saturday, how am I going to print the shipping label? Well, I could go to the library and log into Etsy there. Make sure I have my phone with me because I would need the two-step authentication, and I'd need to have my phone with me to be able to okay the login. Then I have to pay, I don't know if it's 25 cents for the shipping label, but I could work around it. Yeah. So Etsy shop is really high on the priority list. You know what really gets to me about not having ink in the printer? I can't update my to-do list. Well, I can update it, but I can't print it. I want to make Epsy. I'm awake. The speech centers should be working here. I have bears. My bears listing I want to update. I've made a bunch of new bears and they're not in there. I have to add the corn dog to the dog listing because I've remade the corn dog. I have about 4 or 5 elephants and I don't think they're listed. The loopy chicken listing needs to be updated because I've got some new ones that aren't listed. The peacock didn't sell at any shows, so I need to get it on Etsy so that maybe I could sell it. That should have gone in the unsellables. I mean, I put so much work into that peacock. I don't want to scare you, Strawberry Bonnie. I know you're working on one. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of sewing. So, need to get that up. Whales. Whale listing needs updating. Oh, I was going to do a listing of Christmas critters because I have a red and green turtle. I have a red and green snake. The googly-eyed snail that I made was in Christmas colors. I was going to do a Christmas critters listing, but now I think I might hold off on that because even if I did get the listing up, people wouldn't be able to order it and get it in time for Christmas. The Under the Sea listing needs to be updated because I have a new fish and another whale, but I sold a fish in there. And I did yesterday update the Hildy listing. So, yeah, I got my work cut out for me. Oh, the cute dinos. I made a new one. I need to update that one. All this stuff I've been making, I need to get the new stuff and the old stuff together, like the dinosaur listing. I think I have a listing just for this particular pattern that I have one other one, so I need to update that. I need to pull up my generic dinosaur listing. It's snowing. I was going to go shopping today, but it's snowing. I think I might stay home. Update the dinosaur listing. Yep. It's just a matter of getting everything in one spot and getting the work done. But today, since it's snowing, I can just stay home and get that work done. So Etsy listings and finishing off this yarn, and then I will have to cake up and weigh all that. Actually, where is... I was going to say I can just grab my scale and weigh this up, but I don't know where I put the scale. Maybe I took it out to the dining room table when I sent a package a little while ago. So, I'm going to go have some leftover chicken noodle soup that I made yesterday. I was saying to my husband, okay, we could do burgers, pork chops, chicken fajitas, and he said chicken fajitas. I said, okay, well, I'll have to check and make sure I have sweet peppers in the fridge to make that. Then a little while later, I heard him sniffling, and I said, oh, I didn't know that you were sniffling. Maybe I should make chicken soup instead of chicken fajitas. And he's like, chicken with kluski. Kluski, it's egg noodles. That's just what he calls them. So my grandmother taught me how to make the egg noodles years and years ago. And my husband loves a hearty chicken and kluski soup. I mean, the noodles are really big and thick and hearty. Problem is, they're made with wheat flour, so I can't have them. I do have gluten-free egg noodles that are like pre-made, but they're not as good. He doesn't like them as much as he likes the homemade. So last night I made 2 separate pots of soup. I started out with one pot with the chicken and the vegetables, and the broth, and split that into 2 pots and made his kluski to go in his and tossed some noodles into mine. And we both enjoyed homemade soup last night. I have enough left over for one lunch, like 1 pint jar of soup. He has enough left over for a couple leftover meals. Which he's got no problem with that. I think he said in the past that the soup is usually better the next day when it's warmed up. So lunch is taken care of today. So lunch, Etsy updates, finish off the yarn. Ready, set, go. Let's see if I can get more progress done today. I'm just so happy to have my phone back. Yes. I'm actually going to be able to edit this and like put in little, things here and there. So I will see you later. I'll see you tomorrow. And okay, what was how much progress did I make on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10 Etsy listings to be updated? 5 cakes of yarn to use up? Let's see how I do. Bye-bye.